Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back. Island Church Weekly Podcast. Pastor Will, how you doing this week, brother?
I'm having a good week. We've now realized we're back in Florida again.
It feels like Florida again, which
Good
is,
warm weather.
yep,
Yeah,
it's the way to do it.
good
This
warm
is
weather.
this is
That
Florida we
just
want.
lifts your spirit.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it will. That's for sure. Well, how was this past Sunday at Island Church? We're talking on Tuesday morning, so it's been a few days. Had a little bit of time to think about it now, reflect on it. How was Sunday
Yeah.
at Island Church?
Oh, we got continued to bring guests with us. Some of the people just visiting at Fort DeSoto. Some people down for a month. Some people driving over because they've heard about us and found some. Actually, Matt, because part of your work, they looked
Yeah,
at the website and said that's
I
like
love
a
it.
solid church.
Yeah, we should go there.
So had a pastor visiting with us from just outside St. Louis.
Very cool.
He's an evangelical free pastor, and he was here and just very complimentary. He and his wife,
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
so they're going to be in the area for about a month. So we'll probably see them again. That's a good thing. And so it was a good day. Really, really enjoyed the music. David Lawhead sang with us again. If you've been around a while, you know that at one point David was leading worship for us. So David's always good to see David smile, and David's just a remarkable guy. So David, that made us blend the sound a little better. You've got some musical background there, Matt. So
Oh, man.
so just that getting that guy voice, that was
Yeah,
good.
that's awesome.
And then I preached on trust God, colon, really? Because in life, we can say we trust God with our heads, but eventually it comes down to some testing. And one of those kinds of areas I kind of addressed this week, if you've ever experienced, if you weren't here, you've experienced, gosh, that wasn't fair. And what happened to me wasn't fair.
Yeah,
Then that message will be for you. Or if you ever thought like, all my friends that aren't walking with Christ and aren't trying to follow the ways of God, they seem to be prospering and I seem to be struggling. And so I went through some stories, Matt. There, it's a common thing throughout the history of mankind, and people want to know: is God? If I really go in all in with God, is He going to let me down? Is
yeah.
He going to rip me off?
Question people have. Yeah,
If I really give, if I really invest, is what's God going to do? So that was the message, and so people were really responsive. I think it touched a nerve for people. So if you missed it,
that's awesome.
take a
Go back
look.
and watch it on YouTube. Right. That's the way to do it. You can always go back and watch it, give you encouragement while you're just kind of going about your life this week and hear about that. Yeah, I mean, it's such an important topic because I think as a Christ follower, it can sometimes feel that way where it's like, well, I feel like I'm trying to follow God and yet things are going not good for me. It's one of the reasons why we don't really believe in the prosperity gospel, which is, hey, if you follow God, things will go great for you. Because shocker, the history of the church is full of a lot of believers who really followed Jesus and went really bad for them. And so, yeah, I don't know what you do with the Apostle Paul with the prosperity gospel, right? It's like, that's someone sold out to the cause of Jesus and didn't always go well. But really encouraged by that. Definitely go back and listen to it. I think it's a great opportunity for people just to grow in their faith. And, it's a question we all have. And so, yeah, really glad that we're kind of addressing those topics head on that are the real stuff of life. So, well, what's coming up in the church that folks need to know about, Pastor Will?
Won't be very long. We're in April. I'm in March. April's going to be here next. That's what
Yep,
happens every year. April comes
yep,
after March. And so we've got our sunrise service, and we've got on that Easter Sunday morning at 6:30. So be there, be square. If you're in the area, certainly do that. And then the day before, we've got the Easter egg hunt. We're trying to make preparations now. JJ Tarter's helping to coordinate some of that. If you would like to participate in some way, you say, "Look, I can be a warm body, and I can help. I can help any way you can." Then just let her know, or let Jolene know, Sandy know, someone know, and we will do that. I think this coming week, actually this Sunday, Teresa Lofton's going to be kind of coordinating our stuffing of about 4,000 Easter eggs.
it's a lot of
And
Easter
so
eggs.
that's a lot. It's just a lot of candy, man. It's a lot of
Yeah,
temptation because the
yeah.
candy and the eggs are there. And it's
Don't
kind of like
invite me
eat
now.
a piece, put a piece, right? So So we got that'll be big fun. It's always big fun. We set up tables back in the fellowship hall and lay things out and put the candy out, and it's just a good time to connect with people. And so just come down after service and help us to get this done. And probably about 45 minutes we can get that knocked out. It happens actually pretty quickly. And
Ants and candy are usually lots of people and ants don't typically mix in Florida. That's not usually a good comment. Yeah, we're not trying to be the church who gave kids candy that was all eaten by ants. Well, that's not something we want to be known for. That's for sure. Cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stuff that's unseen. Yep. Pretty cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Lots of cool stuff happening. Yep, lots of ways to get plugged in. We talked about this last week, but just figure out what's the one next step you need to take this season. That's always my encouragement. Is like, don't overcomplicate it. Don't hear everything and say, "Oh, I have to do every." Just take one. right? Like one next step, figure out what's the way to get more engaged in the life of Island Church. So that's awesome. Any ways that folks can be specifically praying for the church or kind of taking those next steps this week, Pastor Will? Yeah, I love it. Yeah, yep, yeah, right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Well, great way to be praying for the church this week. Pastor Will, thank you as ever for sharing your heart and what's going on at Island Church. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on Sunday, and we'll see you back here on the Island Church Weekly Podcast next week.